Hi guys, welcome to another studio vlog. I think we're on number 8 now. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing, and if you could give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, that would be amazing. We're gradually inching our subscribers up, and I say we because we are one big family. This is the place where I send people from my lifestyle blog, so you may be here because of From Lucy with Love.co.uk, which is my lifestyle blog. If you don't know it, you may be here because you've seen me waffle on about these vlogs from my Leafling Studio Instagram. I didn't want to start a separate channel for my business because this one already existed for my blog. It made sense to just push them together, and I kind of cross-advertise the content. So here we are, another studio vlog. If you saw last week's vlog, you'll know that I wasn't having the best of times. I think I've had about a 2-week gap before I put that one up. Yeah, and so there was not much going on in the way of work, mostly because I was working on some bespoke work for a client, and that is literally all the energy that I had in me. I'm not going to waffle on about the burnout. It's still present, but it's getting better. I'll talk to you at some point a little bit more about how I am handling that and managing it, because I had a bit of an epiphany and I am making some changes and it appears to be working. So that said, this week, it's Monday today by the way, it's the 2nd of September. Yesterday, Leafling Studio turned 2 years old. I cannot believe my business is 2 years old, it's insane. I feel like I should make a whole other video on 2 years in business, because you can't predict it. You cannot predict it. I think when I first started, I kind of had an idea of where I'd be in 2 years. That totally hasn't happened, but then a lot of things have happened that I would never have thought would happen. And so yeah, maybe I'll maybe I'll record a separate video on that. If you have any questions relating to business, starting a business, running of a business, any questions that you have about ideally a creative kind of business, because that's all I really know, pop them in the comments down below or DM me on either of my Instagram accounts. I've got my blog Instagram, which is @FromLucyWithLoveBlog, and I've got my Leafling Studio one, which is @Leafling Studio. Basically for my business, I'm Leafling Studio on any social media whatsoever. So definitely come and say hi on both. But yeah, if you've got any questions, pop them down below and I'll be sure to answer them. I'll do a separate video, and I'll try and put some structure behind it in terms of business, so that if you're not really into that, you don't have to watch it, rather than me bore you with it on this one. Plan for today, well, it's already 20 to 1. This morning I went to the gym, and then I have been working on wrapping some orders, because for the Leafling Studio birthday I put up a 20% off offer code. That's now expired by the time you see this, but there will be more offers coming up, so make sure you follow me on Instagram like I said, and you will see those offers. So yeah, I'm just wrapping some orders right now, and I'm trying to edit the YouTube video you would have seen before this, which isn't my finest work, but I want to put it up because you guys then can see that some weeks just bugger all happens basically. So yeah, wrapping orders, doing the vlog. I've got some clients I need to respond to who have asked for some bespoke paintings and initial paintings that I do. I've got some client work to be getting on with, and yes, I'm basically getting my life in order. I'm going to talk to you about that later, because I feel very motivated to get this business really going. It is starting to go. I haven't been advertising it because I've been too tired and just exhausted and worried that I can't take on any more work, but I am feeling so much better now, and I want to start really pushing it. So I've got loads of ideas, and with Christmas coming up as well, I'm trying to work on some products and bits and pieces to release. So I've got a lot to do, so I'm going to leave it there for now. I'll come back to you later on once I've done a few of my admin bits and bobs, and I'll try and let you know where I'm at. But for now, got to carry on editing this vlog, and there's something big that I'm missing and I can't remember what it is. I'm going to have to investigate my to-do list. Hi guys, it's later in the afternoon now. It's about, well actually it's almost evening, it's 5 o'clock. I'm just going to sit at my desk right now. I got an order for one of my initial letters, and the lady would like it in yellow, so I'm going to sit at my desk now and just sketch that out. I can't remember what size she wants, so I need to go onto my website and have a look, but I'm going to sketch that out. It's a letter M in yellow with the white botanical illustrations on. Got to do that. I've also got to quote her for a painting as well. She's very organised, she's buying Christmas gifts already. And whilst I sit and add on my illustrations to the vlog you have seen last week, I'm going to paint my nails. I think this colour, it's really old, but it seems to still be okay. It's like a turquoisey bluey green, and it's called Boy Next Door Topshop Nail Varnish. It's very old. So I'm going to do that, and I'll take you with me on the journey of my letter painting when I start that too. Hi guys, it's Tuesday. Excuse the bonkers hair. I've just plaited it and it's into like quite wet little buns at the side. I'm about to paint, well in a second I'm going to paint, but I thought I'd say hi first. Trying to pick up the vlogging after the last vlog was kind of rubbish. Sitting here next to my little succulent, which is looking kind of insane. What do I do with this now? Do these keep growing? Does anyone know? Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on and say hi. I came home to a little parcel today. I ordered this the other day from the brand. Okay, now listen, I'm not great at pronouncing things. If you take away the little accent on top, it's Mal paper, but you'll see that the A, it's gonna focus, the A has got a little circle. I don't know how to say that, but this is called the Daily Goal Setter. I'll link it down below, and it's supposed to help with daily productivity, positivity and motivation. It's about 6 months worth of planning, and I'll move the camera in a minute so I'll show it to you. It's kind of a sort of a soft cover. It smells amazing. Paper is really good quality. I've been on the hunt for a decent planner for a while. It's very hard for me to find something that suits me, and I keep looking and I was like, oh, I don't want to spend that much money, because some planners are really expensive, and this one, when I saw it, it was like everything that I wanted came together in this planner. So I'm going to show you that. I'm not going to start using it today. I want to have a little think about what I'm doing with this. It's not dated, so you can start using it whenever you want. So what I'll do right now is I'll put this on my desk and I'll show you the basic layout of it. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Obviously I haven't started using it yet, but it's definitely going to be useful for me. It's got just about the right amount of things in it without being overwhelming, because some planners are really overwhelming, especially if they're aimed towards business owners. Once I've done that, I have got to I'm doing a letter M, an initial painting for somebody, and I'm doing it in a yellow shade. So usually when I do my initial paintings, if you look on my website, I'll link them down below, they come in like a dark grey sort of tone. It's slightly bluey grey. That's the standard colour. I'll put a picture on the screen of what that looks like. And I do the little botanical illustrations over the top, but this particular customer wanted yellow, so I'm going to find the right shade of yellow. Any yellow is fine. The right shade of yellow to make sure that the white illustration can still be seen. When I did a baby pink, you can just about see them, but I don't know with the yellow, I need to check. So I'm going to do that. They make really beautiful Christmas presents because you can get them framed in places like near us. We have the shop The Range, or even Poundland has nice frames that you can kind of just sit these in. And I do them as standard A6, A5 or A4, but if you guys want something much bigger, I've done an A3 before, and I've done an A7 before. But if you wanted something bespoke in size, you just need to let me know. If you order from my website, it will come in the dark grey. If you read underneath what I've written on the website, you'll see that if you want a bespoke size or colour, then you just need to contact me rather than buying it through the website, and so then I can make the colour that you want, and I'll have to charge you an extra £1 or £2 depending on the size and the colour and stuff. But they're all done in gouache and then packaged up all nicely, but they can be framed so easily and they look great in an office, or if you've got a child and you want one in like a baby blue or a pink, whatever. If you want to order something like that for Christmas, make sure you get your orders in now, because I hand paint every single one made to order. I don't have a stock of them obviously lying around, I make them to order, so if you do want one for Christmas, we're gonna have to start getting cracking on those because they are very popular, and gives you time to frame it, doesn't it? Right, let me show you this plan. Okay guys, I don't have my camera on a tripod, so I'm gonna do my best just to talk you through this so you get the gist. So it's about an A5 size, a nice size, and it's got, how many pages does it say? I'm just going to refer to the little label here. So 256 pages, 100 GSM paper, and yeah, if you guys want to press pause and have a little read of this stuff, you can do. And when you go inside, it's got the contents. Once again, I haven't actually read this yet, so bear with me, but you'll get the gist. It's got some information at the beginning about how to best set goals, and we've all probably heard of the SMART goal setting method, which I think most of us have learned kind of at school. So the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time, or timely as they say on here. But yeah, so it talks you through all of this, and it's got little positive quotes and things in here as well. And it's also, as you'll see when we go through, it's got a gratitude list every day too, which I love. You know guys that I love that. Affirmations, daily tasks. So if I just flick through, this is all kind of like the best way of using it. So we go through, and the first pages that you come across are your long-term goals, and I think at the bottom of every page is a quote actually, which is awesome. So long-term goals, medium-term goals and short-term goals. So just leaves it really to how you want to do it. I think they give you some tips at the beginning, but I mean, it's however you want to do it. And then I believe there's 6 pages of months at a glance like this. It's designed to last for about 6 months if you're using it every day. So obviously it's completely blank, you can do whatever you want with it. And then at the bottom of the pages, it's got most important tasks of the month, review of the month, which is super useful. I love doing reviews of the month, and then sort of a notes section down the side. So you've got a few pages that look like that. Then we go on to a week review. So you've got different ribbons that you can use to make sure you mark your pages, but you've got a week in review, 5 most important tasks of the week, tasks of secondary importance, additional tasks, and review of the week. Again, I find that really important because I always end up focusing on my easy tasks first, not the most important ones, so it's good that I can have somewhere to actually lay it out like this. And then we're on to the days. So each day looks like this. Sorry, let me just focus you again. Okay, so you put your date in, you can circle the day if you want to. 3 things to be grateful for, a daily affirmation, and then your tasks and notes for the day, and then great things that happened today, and then a quote. And that's what the days look like, and that basically goes on throughout the rest of the planner. And then right at the very back, bear with me, we should set this up properly, you've got a calendar for 2019 and 2020, and then you've got your little pocket at the back as well. But the quality of this is just so much better than I thought. And yeah, so I'll let you know how I get on with that. I'm gonna kind of use it alongside my diary. I might end up just using this, but yeah, I just want a way of keeping a lot more track on my social media and some tasks that I'm doing. I've still got my Trello boards I'm using, but I'm just trying to find something that's going to work for me. My bullet journal was really good, really useful, and I think what I was looking for in a planner is something that was kind of near to a bullet journal, but that's something that I didn't have to actually decorate because I don't have the time right now. Bullet journaling is definitely something that I want to go back to, but right now I just don't have the time. So I think when I was looking for planners, goal setting planners specifically, I think I was really trying to find something that's close to my bullet journal, and I think I found it. I think this is going to be the answer to my prayers. Good morning guys, today is Thursday. I started off my day in the way that I used to start off my day, which was with a nice relaxing breakfast and writing my morning pages. If you don't know, morning pages are from they're kind of coined from the writer of the book The Artist Way, and basically the idea is you sit down before you do anything else in the day and you just write from wherever it comes from, in your head or your heart. Write at least 3 pages and just let things flow out, and then you close your book and you're done. And whether you come up with anything interesting for your mind to explore for the rest of the day or whatever it is, it's just a nice thing to do. Sometimes I write things that are very stream of consciousness, other times I write things that are very much on the edge of my brain to talk about or someone to think about. So I did that today. I had a nice coffee and my breakfast, and then I started work. Today I've spent a lot of time on Instagram stories so far because my battery for my camera that I'm using now needed to charge. So if you want to see something that I did this morning, head on to my Leaf Lane Studio Instagram and look at the highlight that says Studio Tour, because that's what I did this morning. I did like a backstage tour of my studio. It's not massively interesting, but it shows you guys what I've got lying around in the studio and things that I'm working on at this moment. So yeah, head on over there if you want to see that. I also did a Instagram stories about my new dungarees from Lucy and Yak. I will try and show you them later, but I had to take them off. I couldn't wait for the battery to charge. I was so hot in them. They're corduroy ones and I got them for autumn winter, and I was just so hot that I couldn't keep them on. Right now I've written myself a to-do list for the day. I have started this initial, which I think I may have pictured earlier, and at the moment it's taking a few quotes because it's yellow. It takes quotes, what am I talking about? Coats. It's taking a few coats just to get the nice richness, and actually this is drying back pretty well. I'm going to do one more coat. I wanted a tone of yellow that I can then do the white illustrations on. So I've got that to do. Other things on my to-do list are, other than finishing this painting and packing up the notebooks that she's ordered. This is going to Spain, so I want to get that done ASAP. I have to package up some samples. You guys will remember that I showed you I was doing a bespoke wedding stationery collection, and I want to send my clients some samples of the recycled card that my printer sent over. I'm not overly happy with it, which is not their fault. They can't get hold of much recycled card at the moment because of a mill or two shutting down, a paper mill, so it's really difficult. But the brand that I use currently for all of my other wedding collections are made using recycled card, so it's just not the same kind of card that I think she wanted. So I'm going to send it all over to her today. I'll pack that up and ready to send it. I'm doing a new collection, and I think I mentioned it. The new collection is called Bay, and I need to just mock up a few things on social media so I can start to kind of tease that coming out. I have a blog post to do for Leaf Lane Studio and from Lucy with Love. I haven't blogged on from Lucy with Love for a long time. It's got to be about a month now. And I've just got some things that I've written down that I probably am not going to do today because they're all big things, but I've got the notebook design. I want to release another A6 notepad. I've got a very distinctive design in mind, which is like autumnal / winter colours, and it's not going to have like a border like this. It's going to have it just coming in from the top and then just blank, or maybe some like thin lines. I don't know whether to do it just as a notepad or a to-do list yet. I think I might just do it as a notepad and then you guys can decide what you use it for. I'm also currently in last night I was doodling some ideas for that planner I spoke about. I think I spoke about it at the end of my last vlog, which is the wall planner. So I've got some designs in mind for that, and I want to design some free what's it called, wallpaper, digital wallpaper for computers and devices and stuff for December. So that's all written on my to-do list. I don't know what I'm going to get through today, considering it is now 5 to 1. And I said good morning just now, didn't I? It's not even morning. So I'm going to get on with this M and try my new, this is the thing with gouache, okay, you can do what it comes out like versus what it looks like in the palette are very, very different things. So it takes a while to get it right, but I'm actually really happy. If you're new to gouache, you just need to give it time, because what it will look like in the palette and what it looks like on paper once it's dried back are very different. So if you lay a colour down, give it time to dry, give it time to just settle, and then don't make any rash decisions. Also do what I've done here and swatch it as you go along, adding extra pigment to the white or whatever, because it will be very it will be very different. We're slipping together here. Right guys, I'm gonna get on with that. Then I'm gonna make some lunch. I think I'm gonna have some scrambled eggs today, and I'm gonna make a coffee too. I'm all about the coffee these days. Somebody help me. I've just done the final coat on the initial that I'm painting. This is the little colour swatch piece of paper that I tested out all the colours on, and I can't throw it away. I'm just rubbish at throwing these away. I love having them around so much. I'm going to keep hold of that. And right now I'm packing the rest of her order. So she's ordered a letter, which you can do by the way on my website. You can just order whatever letter you want. Only if you want it in a different colour you need to get in touch with me. And because she ordered when I had my offer on for my birthday offer for Leafling Studio's 2nd birthday, I'm throwing in a free sticker for her, one of my little Instagram prompt cards to say thank you and to prompt people to share it, and 2 notepads. So I'm going to wrap these up side by side like this, and then once her painting is dry I'm going to pop it in some protective cellophane, and then in between these 2 bits of cardboard so I can wrap it all in together and it's all nice and flat. And then I'll be going on to my next thing on my to-do list. Wish me luck. For some reason I always decide to pick up the camera when I look like I've got all my hair scraped off my head. Hi guys, today's Friday. It's about 5:30 in the evening now. I've been at work today. I'm feeling very sleepy after getting up early for the gym, but I'm at my desk and I am just finishing off a letter. I don't think the girl would mind me showing you it because it's for her, so if it focuses, yeah, there we go. So obviously it's yellow and you can see where I've got up to. I'm almost there. I was really worried about doing the yellow one because I didn't know if the white illustration would show up very well, but it seems to be showing up just fine. I went with a kind of slightly mustardy lemon, so it's just about right for the white to show up. Also, I'm looking like I've got the reddest lips in the world right now. I got a mini MAC lipstick in the shade Chili, which I've wanted for years, Chili. And as you can see, this is what I've tried to wipe it off and it's sort of stained my lips, but it's kind of a slightly browny red. I just love having red lips and kind of barely any other makeup on. It just makes me feel a lot better about life when I wear red lipstick, I don't know why. Anyway, so yes, I'm doing finishing this letter off now. I'll finish that within about half an hour. I've wrapped up the other, the lovely lady who commissioned the letter has also bought some other goodies. So here are your other goodies right here. So I've got that all ready to go in with the letter. That's going off to Barcelona, that little package. And then I am going to, I listened to another, a Branch of Holly podcast today about content creation and like a content schedule. I think that's what she calls it, and I can get the link on her blog. So that's the next thing I'm going to do after this, is look for that and see if I can get that to work for me. Then I really should think about tidying up in here, but I also have other things to do. Like I've got my new range that I need to kind of just get sorted out so I can send that to my printers. I'm just trying to get organised, but what I'm finding is that when I'm, sorry, I've just got to go and see what the cat's doing. What I'm finding is that when I have a full day off of the hotel, like I did yesterday, I spend most of my day kind of finding my feet, and then it gets to the next day and I've got to go back to work, and then I find it really hard to fit everything in, and I find that I take a good hour or so to warm up into a different job that I'm doing. So, oh, she's on the bed. I think she's just been in her litter tray. Oh yeah, we're okay though, nothing nuclear to report. Yeah, so I find it quite hard to get into the swing of things, and I'm also just really tired all the time, so that doesn't help, does it? You're right, guess what you're doing? Having a good wash, mummy. That's what I'm doing. Having a good wash. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what I'm waffling on about, but better get back to this letter, get this finished. I took quite a lot of time lapse of me doing it yesterday, so I'm not going to take any more, otherwise it'll just be too much. I'll be bored to death. Right guys, I'm actually going to round up today's vlog, or this week's vlog, right here, because I'm about to start another one. I'm sorry it ended a little bit abruptly, but it's 28 or 29 minutes long. So I think I'm going to end it there and jump straight into a new one. So please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.